Jasper, Tomba Mama, Abadu, Benesh, Pelor, Wolfa, Freebay Marble Sword,
Sol, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1352, we're in day 3, and we're starting here at, well, the former Miskiness home. Currently, it's Johanna who lives here, and as you can see, Simas has returned. There's been a few changes in this family, so we're going to be here for a moment. Also, we've got some roles to take care of, so you know how it is. You know how we do in this challenge. Okay, so first things first, I guess. Simas has returned with a friend. He brought a friend with him. He is currently freaked out because, as you saw, oh my goodness, Grim is just all over the place these days. Because as you saw, Simas made his way back, and on his way, he stopped in Italy at one point, where he happened to meet Joris and Joris's little family. However, if you don't remember, basically, Simas was taken forever ago. Oh my gosh. He was taken all the way back in the day, to the point that he never even saw that Johanna was even born. He knew that he had a son, and he knew that it had caused a problem, but like he didn't know anything else. So he basically had no way of knowing that Joris was his son, especially since it was so far away from home. It wasn't until he got here that he realized that the Johanna that Joris had been speaking of was in fact his daughter, because she was living here. They got to talking, and they discussed the fact about who had raised her, who her mother was, what had led to her birth, the story of her mother trying to save her father from being shipped off, and Simas at that point realized that she is in fact his daughter. So he's going to go ahead and talk to her. They have exactly zero relationship right now, which is pretty realistic. I don't know. They don't know anything about each other. They don't have any compatibility. And so he's here now because he was delivering Joris's message, but he doesn't really know what he's doing here. He met this woman, Selma, along the way. She was shared to the gallery a while ago, and she basically met him along his path. She was also traveling after the plague, and ended up they ended up connecting in a way. They have really good compatibility. She's very attracted to him, and she saw the pain in his eyes from the trauma of everything in his life, and she thought that she could make a difference, so she chose to come along. She happens to be a spellcaster, but I don't know yet if they'll end up together. Simas still has 3 baby tries, and since he is currently the only one left with the last name Miskiness, I think we're going to go for it. He's got 22 days until he becomes an elder, so we've got some time before it gets a bit odd. Selma is a young adult, so quite a bit younger than him, but I think that she's quite a wise sim. She's a bookworm, a quick learner, ambitious, cheerful, and practice makes perfect. And of course, she's also a spellcaster, so that's the situation with them. Now, in terms of Johanna, you might notice that she has a different last name. Go ahead and go to the bathroom, Johanna. Basically what happened is that, if you remember, this gentleman, Zachariah, he and Vitalia had a relationship, and during that relationship, they ended up getting her pregnant. They were off living together, and when she had the babies, she failed her role, and we were unable to save her. That left this guy with a baby that he didn't know how to take care of, and he wasn't really sure what to do about. So he came to where Vitalia was from in an attempt to find her family, and an attempt to talk to her family and sort of like figure out a plan for how to help the baby have the best life that it could. But unfortunately, when he got here, he found that Johanna was all alone, grieving the loss of every single one of her family members. Simas, do you mind terribly giving this baby a nap? Because she's tired. There you go, Želva. So he came here and he found Johanna grieving the loss of all of her family. She was the last one left. And they kind of just entered into an arrangement where he had the baby that he had with Vitalia, essentially her sister in all the ways that matter. They grew up together, and Johanna was all alone. She wanted to keep Želva close to her, and they decided, you know, in the wake of the plague, that they were just going to start a relationship. It started off pretty practical, but they do have a burgeoning sort of like love relationship with each other. They actually seem pretty compatible in a lot of ways. Like, she's an animal enthusiast who's romantic, and she has a fear of fire. That's irrelevant. But he's also romantic and good and domestic. They both are really kind of just good Sims. So I feel like they're a pretty good match for each other. It wasn't based on love, but I mean, even now, their friendship has gone up so much, so quickly. So they're just really compatible with each other. They're deeply connected and closer from happy memories, and they've just kind of been there for each other through a lot of stuff. So they have a pretty nice relationship overall. You can give her a hug, and you wanted to do something flirty, so go ahead and do a little flirty. It is Johanna's birthday today. It is also Želva Lance's birthday today, and as you might be able to tell, our good friend Johanna is in fact pregnant. So they have consummated their marriage, and I'm hoping against hope that this guy isn't the root of the bad rolls, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. So actually, Simas is kind of a changed man. He used to really not like children very much. He didn't really care much about children. They weren't a priority for him. As we all know, we remember the early age Simas, but he's become very much different. He really values children now. He thinks that they're incredibly precious after everything that happened to his own children, and now knowing that he has two children of his own who he essentially is estranged from. Like, he really values children. They matter a lot to him. So all of these children, even though they're not his, he basically just loves them to bits and pieces. He's going to be the best grandpa ever. Okay, can you go grab your daughter? And we can go ahead and age her up, because I really want to see what she looks like. And Simas, I know you're sleepy, but why don't you come and sit here instead? Okay, you can take a quick nap. That's fine. Sorry, buddy. Forgot that you're getting older and you've had a rough life. This is all about you, Želva. You're becoming a toddler today. Yay! And up she goes. So she was cautious, and now she is independent. Wow, the best kind of toddler. Look at your cute little hair. What's that? That's a good question. See, he's back there cheering. Simas and his new friend won't stay here. She's a wanderer. They're all wanderers these days. Simas and his new friend won't stay here for forever. He's going to actually leave and go check in with Sophia. He didn't know where she was when he got here, obviously, because she hadn't moved. She hadn't been married yet when he was last here. So he didn't know where she was, but Johanna obviously told him, and he's going to go ahead and head off that way at some point. I thought it was funny, though, because when I clicked on him and went into his household, apparently he wants to become enemies with Amelia, which, if you don't remember, Amelia is his wife, his former wife. And his soulmate, if you remember. I have no idea. She hasn't remarried, otherwise she wouldn't have the same surname. But I don't know where she is or what her life has been like. She left in a fit of rage, if you remember, after their son died. And we have no idea what happened to her along the way. Now, I do have aging on when they're pregnant, but you can't blow out the candles because the game doesn't allow you. So I don't know if Johanna's just going to age up randomly on her own or what. But for now, let's get little Želva into Cass and see if she's going to survive her toddler role. Oh my goodness, look at your face. For Želva to survive, she cannot roll the numbers 4, 8, 12, or 16. So, yes, she's so fine. She's totally fine. Oh my goodness. Johanna is actually going to go into labor today, so if she had gone into labor before Želva aged up, she just would have been the one to get that 1, which, as you may know, 1 is a deadly number for baby having, no matter what. So, thank you, Želva, for taking the 1. Oh, you're too cute. Look at you. She must be somewhat sight impaired, though, because she had the glasses on 3 of her outfits, and that's the rule that we play with. But dang, she is cute. Those are in-game freckles too, so I didn't even give them to her. What a cute kid. Oh my gosh. See, Simas just wants to hang out with kids these days. He thinks of them so differently to how he used to think of them. Maybe we should arrange a run-in for Simas with his ex-wife, Amelia. Because 1, I want to know what she got up to in all of this time. I think it's been like 20 or 30 years since we last saw her. And 2, I want to see if they rekindle anything now that I see that she's on his mind, so. Okay, and Johanna is in labor. She wants to be friendly with her husband. She wants to become flirty. Do we actually have a bassinet in this house or no? We do have a bassinet. It's up here. Simas is talking with his daughter autonomously. What are you talking about? Can you help her out? Oh, that would be so nice, Simas. Simas is such a different person. You know, it's really awful that he wasn't here for his children when they needed him as they were growing up, that he didn't even know that he had a daughter. But in a way, he's like he's in a much better emotional position to be a father now than he was before. Like, I don't know that he would have been a terribly good father back in the day. Like, I don't know that he would have been there for his kids the way that they needed him, especially in the wake of something like the plague. Like, he might have damaged them emotionally. Oh, they're autonomously doing such nice things. He said, you know, express admiration, and now she's giving him a loving hug. That's really sweet. Johanna, go ahead and have a baby. And since this lady happens to be a witch, I'm taking off the 2 for first-time pregnancy. Also, I could have just called Sophia over. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, Sophia might not have made it in time. Wow, she looks serious about this. She doesn't look scared. She looks like she knows that this is happening and she's ready for it. Emotionally and mentally, she's prepared herself. Oh, Johanna. I can't believe the tragedies that you've seen in your life, and I'm so sorry. And I hope that this is a happy ending, because you don't deserve any more tragedy. The baby must be here. Oh, it's so scary. Oh, it's a boy baby. Dang. I have not looked for names, so give me a second. Okay, the name that I've gone with is the name Albert. In my mind, Zachariah is actually a German who originally was meant to be a crusader, but he ended up not really liking that lifestyle and sort of being like, bye. Oh no. Oh my gosh, that means that he's the one who's prone to twins. Because if it happened with Vitalia and it's happening now, it has to be him. He's the one. Oh my gosh. No. Ugh, the other name that I thought was interesting is Bastian. Oh my gosh. Johanna, no! Why? She looks so happy, but why? Why is this happening, Johanna? Oh my gosh, okay. Johanna, I don't want you to have a sad birthday, so I know that this isn't really the time because we've got the rolls of death coming, but can you go ahead and blow out the candles before you auto-age up so that you don't get really depressed that nobody loves you and stuff? Because we do. We love you, and we're rooting for you. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, you. Happy birthday. You're a young adult today, if all goes well. Well, you're going to be a young adult regardless. Oh, Johanna. Zachariah, why? Twins. This better exceptions is always from graduation because they don't go to school. So the game is like, what do you mean? How can they be growing up to a young adult without having graduation? Guaranteed that's what it's going to be. It'll take a few moments though. Yep, and there it is. Graduation service. Okie dokie. Oh, I almost forgot. So she's an animal enthusiast. She's romantic and... I don't think that fits. I'm not doing it. Goofball? I really don't see that for her. She's like so serious. I'm just gonna pick it then because I don't like any of those for her. Okay, I'll try one more. Child of the ocean? That doesn't fit either. A perfectionist. That does fit for her in my mind. Okay, so she's the neighborhood confidant. That was her goal in life. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. This is so many roles to have to go through. Oh my gosh, twins. I hate this so much. Okay, for Johanna, first as always, she cannot roll the numbers 1, 11, or 15 because she had twins. First one doesn't count. Okay, and she has to roll twice. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh, she made it. Okay, we cannot lose any of the female Sims at this point. Like, it's dire. It's really pretty dire for females, so... Johanna has made it. Okay, now for the babies, they cannot survive the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. So for Albert first, he made it. And for Bastian, he did not make it. Okay, okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. The main thing is that we really need to keep Johanna. Like, there's just nothing. We just can't, you know? We can't. We cannot lose any more. So, oh my gosh, I've just realized I haven't done her young adult role. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, for Johanna to survive her young adult role, she cannot roll the numbers 6 or 14, so... Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Okay. Okie dokie. We're on the up and up. There's no need to panic. There's no need to freak out. Everything's gonna be just fine. Just fine. So in terms of the historical stuff that happens, between 1310 and 1350, the Teutonic Knights changed pretty dramatically. At this point in time, they had amassed enough wealth and land that they could live a lifestyle that was beyond any of their former dreams. At the same time, the idea of chivalry and the link it had to the nobles was becoming especially strong in European society. So around this time, the Teutonic Order came to believe that their crusading goals would be best served by adopting chivalric values rather than monkish ones, which led to a big change in the way that they operated. In addition, a holy war was an expression of that idea of chivalry, and so it was really important that at least one crusade was successful because the nobles and people who had wealth really needed to define themselves at this point in time in terms of that sort of lifestyle. So although chivalry and crusading weren't helpful to having a good government or a prosperous economy, they were the things that sort of like nobles felt like they had to do in order to fulfill their life's purpose and have meaning and perform being a noble in a way. Like, it was as much about performance as it was about what they were trying to accomplish. Interestingly, at this point in time, Henry of Grosmont, who you might remember because he's our lord for the main Payne family and because he is the father of Ivor's child, he's 52, and he'd made a promise early in life to go on crusade like a lot of people did, but he hadn't had the opportunity because of the 100 Years' War, because of the plague, because of a lot of different things. So in 1352, he finally went on a chivalric crusade, which, because it was a chivalric crusade specifically, it meant that it wasn't necessarily about getting a ton of victories or being shown to be a great warrior. It was really mostly to get some publicity coming his way and show what a good noble he was. So in 1352, he arrived in Pomerania to visit a relative and ended up issuing a formal declaration of hostility against Casimir of Poland because Casimir was in a land dispute with the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order, and the Grand Master hadn't been making much headway, so he said, hey, Henry, why don't you join me in this sort of like gang up against Casimir? Henry agreed, and he gathered his men. But by the time that they got there, the Grandmaster and Casimir had already reached a truce, which meant that Henry had all of his men and nothing to do with them. So he turned and marched west. He, at that point, got into an argument with a noble. It was a long story that wasn't very interesting because it kind of went round in a loop and accomplished nothing. And by the winter, he ended up marching north again to join the crusade, but he was without his men at this point. And along the way, a band of robber knights grabbed him and forced him to give them all of his money, 3,000 gold. So at that point, he had no money, and he was without his friends or his army, so he had to return home. And when he got home, he told a story of being kidnapped and held for ransom so that he could save some face and not just be some guy who was robbed, which I thought was pretty funny, and that's why I decided to share that part with you. So on that note, I think I'm going to leave this family here. Like I said before, Simas is going to be staying with Sophia for a little bit until he can figure out where he's going to live and find some land. He has a bit of money, not that much. He kind of just left everything he owned behind in Egypt except for his children and his wife's grave. He brought those with him to lay them to rest here. But yeah, we'll leave these guys here, and in the morning we'll be back with the main family to hear some wedding bells. Yay! Okay, and here we are. Today's a fasting holiday. Shoot! Oh no, they're all super hungry. Dang, dude. That's rough. Marion has left because Harper's gonna get married today. Dang, time flies. So I guess we're gonna be getting hungry. That's so funny. I guess we're gonna be getting married while we're starving, which is great. Esmond, I said use the potty, bro. I'd really like to get some... Dang, this food went off. I'd really like to... What the heck? There was compost in here. I was just here the other day. I know for a fact there was. It's frustrating. Okay, chicken. Chill, 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 chill. Okay, Harper is up. Oh yeah, he wants to get a job. We should get him a job. I don't know what job he'll do, but we should get him one. Do any plants need tending? We've got a good chunk of money. I'm gonna go ahead and get a cow. We need it. We need a cow so badly. Okay, Harper. What do you want to do? You know, I can kind of see him becoming an undertaker. I think that they made quite a bit of money at this point in time. I don't know anything about it, but I think I might do that. He wants to get a job anyways, so... I don't think he is equipped to do any of these other ones. He doesn't have any archery skill, and he has never touched a blacksmith thing, so I think he's gonna try and be a grave digger. Paolo, can you please come and clean the cow and feed the cow and chat with the cow and kind of, you know, just Make the cow happy. You really have to pee, so please do. And then apply some facial cleanser. You are hungry. What's new? Can you go and use the bathroom? We're going to be having an early morning wedding. How many hours do we have to do? 4 more hours. Oh my gosh, it's rough. But Harper went ahead and popped over to Audrina's home and proposed, and she said yes. I actually thought for a moment that she wasn't going to, so I was pretty happy when I saw that she did. Because I was convinced, dang, girlfriend, you went potty in your diaper, didn't you? Yeah, I just went ahead and moved Marion out because it was easier for me to do it that way. You're taking care of them. You're taking care of the old cow. And that's fine. Everything's fine. You're just trying to be a mischievous little boy. Why don't you go and practice some hopscotch? Do we have any food? I feel like the answer to that question is no. Esmond is actually a pretty good chef, but if I put food out, then they are going to all start eating it. So I'm just gonna... Hatchable egg! Yes! Yes! They're all gonna start eating it, so I don't really want to make food yet. There you go. We are not getting hardly any eggs. Today, I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and have the wedding, obviously, like I said. Excuse me, cow. We'll keep building up our relationship, I guess. What's your name? Gertrude. Sure thing. Who's calling? Yeah, go for it. If you want to go on a date, do it. I dare you. Esmond, I know we finished your aspiration, but that's no reason to stop making some nectar. We've got to amass some wealth. At some point, I'd love for us to get up to the next level. I don't know exactly what the next level is. I've kind of forgotten, but I'd like for us to get there. Oh dear, can you vent about your frustrations? Thank you, Gertrude, for working with us. Now, Harper, it's time. We're gonna do a wedding. We're gonna do a wedding. There we go. Guests. Obviously, these guys. Yes, Graham can come. I don't want to force Lucia into any kind of a situation. Who else can come? Maritza can come. I wish Beatrice could come, but she's pretty far away. Well, I guess James can come along with Marion. Y will make sense in a second. Who else? Gree is kind of busy taking care of some kids these days. But yeah, we'll say Gree can come. Okay. Do we want a caterer? Actually, we do. They might make a bunch of food for us. And then we don't have to worry about it. We'll hire a mixologist, I guess, and we'll do it here. Now! We'll do it right this second. Harper, that is not your outfit. Mister, these Sims. That's your formal wear? Wow, Harper. I can't believe that, actually. You've really shocked me there. Okay, let's let's all of us go here together. You can stop and go over here. That way everyone can come over here, and it's not like the proper wedding, but at least it's something. Wow, I didn't know that if you did it the old-fashioned way, you couldn't at least call everyone over. Where is everyone? Oh, Lucia. You've dressed in some clothings. Oh, that's all? Harper is the one who Edgar asked for advice. That's really interesting. Oh, no, it's ruined everything. Where's your dresser? Change your outfit, please. Wow, that's a nice formal wear. Beatrice, did you come over to be the caterer? That is too funny. Oh my gosh, Marion! Okay, so quick timeout. I was gonna say this at the end of the episode, but apparently I'm saying it now. James Greystoke lives not that far from the main Paynes. Obviously, he's their cousin, and at some point they got word that his wife had passed during the plague and that he was looking for a new wife. They knew that Marion had lost all of her family and she was about to leave them. So James came over. They invited him over to meet her. They met and they got along really well. They had a good compatibility. And they ended up choosing to get married in order to, you know, have each other in life and have some security. But I had them do the woohoo. I mean, they did the woohoo. I just was along for the ride. And apparently, I'm pretty sure that this means that Marion is in fact pregnant, because if we look at that belly, that seems like pretty solid evidence. And if we look at that thought bubble up there, that also seems like pretty solid evidence. So I guess that's what's up. Look, Harper's a bit underdressed, but that's very Harper. And she's a bit overdressed for her station, but you know, at least she's trying. She must just have this from some other thing. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the two of them. Oh, don't cry, Harper. It's just a new stage in life. Beatrice, get out of the picture. Yay, Harper. I wonder how much money we just got. Oh my goodness. Didn't we just have 8,000 simoleons? Did we not just have 8,000 simoleons? Does that mean we just got 20,000? We'll play it, I'll say in editing, because I can't actually play it back myself right now. But oh my gosh. Congratulations, Harper. I'm so happy for you. You can chat with her. He wants to chat with his crush. That's exciting. Yay! Can you please hug your brother? Oh, Audrina's chatting with Gree. You can meet James. I don't think you know him yet. Oh, Esmond. Listen, you deserve this drink. If anybody in the whole world deserves this drink, it's you. It's really you. Now, Lucia, my cute little friend, has Beatrice been making some food back here? Beatrice? Beatrice, can you make some food, please? Yeah, you're gonna be moving in. Okay, Esmond, as much as you deserve that drink, Beatrice seems to have some issues. The caterers seem to have some issues with making meals. And this kind of a situation... Oh, Esmond. Oh, start a will? So sad. Oh, look at these guys. Kenrick, you know Gree. You know Gree. Who is that? Is that Adeline? I think that's Adeline Plowman, which makes this especially topical and true. Hello from the other side, you don't know me, so this might sound weird, but you're gonna inherit from me, kid. Why? Well, it's better for both of us if you don't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere and quick. Wow, listen, Harper's already taking a bunch of money. Was that really Adeline? I'm pretty sure it is. Do we get to see who it was on here? Seems like that's a no. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, you might be shocked to hear this, or maybe I've said it before, but essentially, back in the day, everyone would wait around to make sure that the marriage was consummated, so that's what you already want a promotion? You just started your job, dude. Where are you? Oh, you're going over here. Marion's pregnant. Wow, crazy. There's gonna be quite a few babies born next episode, I think. Kenrick, you can come and join cooking if you want to. And Lucia? Oh, don't eat that. It's rotted. Okay, I want my Sims to eat first. I'm really sorry, but it's true. So. Edgar's autonomously doing that. I'm not going to interrupt it if that's what he wants to do. He's asking on his own. So he's... Apparently she said yes, but they don't have anywhere to go. Okay, that says it. We'll go on a date with Maritza because I was kind of on the fence about should Edgar date or not. I know that he and Cecilia went pretty far last time together, but she was the one who initiated everything, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. It's just that I don't want Edgar to be someone who ends up in that same position as his dad, where he isn't sure about what it is he wants. And since he didn't initiate anything, it just makes me a little bit nervous that he doesn't exactly know what he wants. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to, oh, you two, so cute. I just want him to feel content and happy with his choices. Beatrice, your body every time. She's got a little bit of a belly. Maybe this outfit just is making it look worse because it looks bigger than normal, but she's not pregnant. She shouldn't be. I mean, she can be. I'm not against it. She will be eventually. She's only got the one baby try though, so. She and Caleb are just kind of enjoying life together. They're actually having a disagreement at this exact moment in time, but that's a whole story that we'll get into at some point in the future. That's not a right now story. Grandpa, can you please potty train Lucia? Oh, look at this whole family. All of our friends, all of our family members, all together. I think, though, we're going to call this to an end. And yes, we're not taking any of Audrina's money because I'm pretty sure we just got paid a shirt ton of money. So we're just going to move her in, and there she is. She's with us now. Her hunger is dropping so quickly. Are you kidding me? She's pregnant. From one woohoo? They shouldn't have that high of fertility. Oh my gosh. I actually wasn't expecting them to get pregnant for a while, because I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, we are friends with Maritza. Have been for a while. Okay, well, that's awkward. It's 4:50 already. I'm gonna take Edgar on a date just to see what happens with him and Maritza and see if they get along, how they feel about each other, stuff like that. Actually, first, do you mind hatching those eggs? Oh, she said no. Okay, that says that, doesn't it? I'm really not trying to start drama. I just would like for him to have the opportunity to make a choice for himself rather than just whatever happened is what happened and therefore, you know, he ends up unhappy later down the line. That's what I'm worried about because I think that a lot of the issues with Nox and Luella could have been avoided. You'll have to let me know in the comments below what you think that he should do. If he should keep dating, if he should double down on Cecilia, or what? Well, here we are with the FitzRoys because it's somebody's birthday today. Grim, we're not worried about you. We know it's for an animal. We hope it's for an animal. Yeah, it's Black Rooster. So we're here because today it is, in fact, little Blanche's birthday, if you can believe it. No, come sit here. She's becoming a teenager today, which is very exciting. Adam Jr. is the new man of the house. He's getting pretty much older now. He can get married pretty soon. But Gree and Kennard are still here. What a moment to freeze in. Oh, cute. Except for Everard looks so disengaged. Like, look at him. He's like, I don't really know that much about you guys. Oh, but they are your siblings. Half siblings, but still. Oh, Kennard. Gree. Okay, Blanche is self-assured and gloomy. You know, it kind of makes sense. And what aspiration will she have? Jungle explorer. Wow, she's got big aspirations. She chose makeup. She chose a lot of makeup. She chose some gloomy kind of lip stuff. Can you please add some birthday candles, my friend? So you might remember that, of course, the FitzRoy parents passed on. Blanche made it, Adam made it, and then the Beauchamp household also passed on. So Everard was brought here to live with his half-siblings. Oh my gosh, the chickens are going down. And Ingrid was also brought here. Ingrid is worth a lot of money. She is full of money. So when she comes of age, she's going to be quite the catch. The FitzRoys also have a lot of money. And Adam is for sure going to make sure his sister has the best opportunities in life. But we'll get into that whole thing soon. For now, let's modify her in cast and see if she's going to make it. For Blanche to survive her teenage age up, she cannot roll the number 7. That's it. So, thank goodness. She's fine. She's fine. And will she get married? She will. And how many baby tries will she have? I'm using a D10. That's right, a D10 these days. Just to lessen it a little bit. Oh my gosh. 8 baby tries? Girlfriend, that's too many. Oh dear. Okay. Gree and Kennard are doing parental overtime with these kids. They have so many questions, so many needs. Blanche looks a lot like her parents and also like Gree. In fact, I bet we can see this if we look at them when they're sitting side by side. She's got Gree's eye shape, Gree's cheekbone. I mean, she looks like a mini Gree. Is it just me? Wow, I can't believe that the genes carry through so strongly. But yeah, Blanche has a good amount of money, but Ingrid de Beauchamp is worth so much money. So she's going to be quite the catch when she grows up, supposing that she does. That's the one that I don't worry about as much, that birthday. And Everard, poor little Everard, he kind of feels a bit adrift here since, I mean, his mom passed on. He's pretty close with Ingrid. They're like pretty good friends, but everyone else he's like, yeah, you guys are here, you guys are here. But thankfully Blanche has survived her birthday, and so that's good news. Okay, and we'll leave them now all sad that Nativity Fest wasn't a success because we weren't here long enough. But on that note, I think that we'll end the episode here. It is the start of, yeah, you can like small talk. It is the start of 1353. And the background, the things that happened are that Colesmith became an infant. There's no roll, so there's nothing to worry about there. Beckett Hagen also became an infant. But in the De Luna household, who had miraculously survived with no fatalities during the plague, tragedy came. Paolo De Luna was up for his teenage birthday, and unfortunately, he rolled a 7 and didn't make it, which is crazy. I guess all of that good luck came to a bitter end, as it always does. Of course, there's a lot of Sims who are kind of in flux. That's the way this challenge goes when we have this many Sims, but we'll find out more about their fates as time goes forward. So I hope that you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.
Silva, Porley. Zarb's canoe. Merv's to Fuchsia.
Oh, shivna floobs. Ugh.
Ambo. Ambo Garo.
Griffin.
Sparf. Infa. Jump. Stefa Yodi. Blero. Ooh.
Lunkaz. Yakana. Namiladu. Ulak. Fanjip Sanifish. Uspak. Noba Shun.